lastly, we have a very special guest with us. Her name is Tiffany Nguyen-Lieu. Welcome, Tiffany.
Thank you.
Sure. And she's actually the internal vice president of UVSA.
So can you tell us a little bit more about UVSA?
Sure. The UVSA stands for the Union of Vietnamese Student Associations, and it is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that was formed in 1982, so we're 30 years strong.
Wow.
We serve college and high school youths at different universities and high school campuses throughout Southern California, from Santa Barbara down to San Diego. We bring student leaders together and Vietnamese American youths to teach them leadership development and to serve the community.
So why is UVSA so successful, and what were some of the things that allowed it to be successful?
I think that the reason that the UVSA of Southern California is so successful is because of our location. In Southern California, we have a really dense Vietnamese population, and so it allows us to have accessibility to Vietnamese Americans, be it for manpower or for an audience. So when we host an event or we do something where we need to rally up the community for something important, we're able to reach them in very short notice.
So you said you've been involved in UVSA for 7 years. So what has kept you involved?
Well, initially I joined the UVSA for socializing, but when I learned more about the leadership development programs that we do and the cultural awareness programs that we have as well, and after I met so many people in UVSA, the biggest thing that's kept me involved is that UVSA actually becomes like a second family.
Wow.
And so you're always motivated to learn more and then cultivate that family within UVSA and teach the younger students how to embrace this kind of family and continue pursuing leadership development.
So you speak a lot about leadership. Why is leadership so important?
I think that leadership development is really important because in mainstream America, Vietnamese Americans or ethnic Americans have a disadvantage disadvantage from Caucasians, being that, for example, if we try to pursue a certain career or pursue a certain industry for a career, we have a disadvantage. So I think that leadership development is important because regardless of whether we know how to do something specialized, we still need these kind of leadership skills to teach us that, okay, I can do this job now, but also have the motivation and the knowledge to learn how to climb the ladder and get the upper hand as well, so that we can penetrate the mainstream market.
So can you share with our audience what is the most important leadership trait?
I think that the most important leadership trait is to learn to pass it on and to teach others around you the leadership skills that you have gained, because leadership isn't about creating a following to go wherever you go. Leadership is about creating more leaders.
Awesome. Very well said. Thank you so much for being with us today, Tiffany.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And thanks for joining us on this week's edition of The Compass Effect.
See you next time.